When we talk about the history of great studio bass players, some familiar names pop up. James Jamerson, Carol Kaye, Leland Sklar, Will Lee. But there's one great session bassist whose name isn't mentioned nearly enough. Dennis Belfield. Beginning in the 1960s, he appeared on about 300 records, including albums by Air Supply, Curtis Mayfield, Kenny Rogers, Rita Coolidge, Seals and Crofts, Art Garfunkel, Laura Branigan, Etta James, Candy Staton, Paul Anka, Ringo Starr, Chris Christopherson, Renee and Angela, Eddie Rabbitt, Stephen Bishop, Neil Young, Barry Manilow, Melissa Manchester, and many, many more. He was also a member of the band Rufus, appearing on their first 2 albums, and for one record, part of Three Dog Night. As quiet as it's kept, he has laid down some iconic bass lines, and today I'm here to give this man his flowers. So here are my top 5 Dennis Belfield bass lines.
Love me right.
I made this video partially to correct a mistake I made back in February. Rags to Rufus was all Dennis Belfield on bass, including the monster hit, Tell Me Something Good. Tell me something good! Which I already covered. To this iconic groove, which was co-written by the great Ray Parker Jr. Did you know that in addition to playing bass, Dennis Belfield composed music that was recorded by Etta James, Candy Staton, Carl Carlton, and others? He also co-wrote probably my favorite Rufus song, a song that was recorded 3 years after he left the band.
Give you an everlasting love.
Amazing.
I just have one bad habit, only one bad habit.
This man is all about groove and pocket. It's the little things. The note length is perfect, the rhythm is precise, and he's just so solid. Just check out the nuance he brings to his version of the bump groove. Going through his discography, it's hard not to notice the number of ballads that he played on. There's a lot of smooth on his list. Together with the drummer Ed Green, there's a ton of credits for artists like Barry Manilow, Engelbert Humperdinck, and Kenny Rogers. It seems to me that for a period of time, if you were producing a slow song and you needed to lock it down, you called these cats. Dig. This one is kind of a hidden treasure. From the great Brazilian vocalist Flora Purim, leaning into a blend of Brazilian, R&B, and jazz music. The all-star lineup on this track alone includes Harvey Mason on drums, Lee Ritenour on guitar, Michael Brecker on saxophone, and Dennis Belfield laying it down. This one's a great record, especially for you Jaco Pastorius fans. Jaco and Dennis both appear on 4 tracks each, with the highlight being a song called The Hope, where they both play together. Check it out. I love this. It's a totally different side to his playing. A number 2 hit from 1982, Dennis plays on the whole record. And his playing is deep, aggressive, and fun from the verse to those open-E's in the chorus. This groove, which also features YouTuber Tim Pierce on guitar, kept this song on the Billboard charts for 4 weeks in 1982 and was Rick Springfield's second biggest hit. And once again, played by Dennis Belfield. I had to include this one. I am a child of the 1980s, and this was one of our jams. Recorded by the band Animotion in 1984, it went to number 6 in the US, number 5 in the UK, and number 3 on the dance charts. The slap bass he adds to the synth bass makes this an iconic 80s song. And he also did some production on this record. Check out how versatile Dennis Belfield's output really was. And that's just scratching the surface. He was rock solid, tasteful, musical, and always grooving. His work includes music for movies and television, and his credits include producer, arranger, and even backup singer. Dennis Belfield is the real deal, and I'm here to tell you, he is somebody you should definitely know about. So check him out. And since we're talking about unsung bass players, check out this dude. He played on some of the most famous songs of all time, but do you know his name? You will after you watch this video.